Yo, what's going on guys? It's the map here and today I'm bringing you another class setup video. This time we're going to be doing the Uzi. Um, since the MP5 was nerfed in the last major update, a lot of people in CDL and the Shoot House 24/7 playlist or the Shipment 24/7 playlist have been using the Uzi. Um, I'm pretty positive it got a buff. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it got a buff. So today I'm going to be showing you guys what I run on it. My whole class, I know some people just like to upload the gun itself, but I feel like if it's a full class review, then it should be the entire class, like perks and everything else. So let's get right into it. So I do run a muzzle. My gun is not fully unlocked yet, but this is pretty much what I run, no matter if the gun was unlocked or not fully unlocked. I do run a muzzle brake. I do tend to find that the Uzi does start a sort to climb as you shoot it, especially when you're ADS. So I feel like muzzle brake kind of helps that, especially in those gunfights. You know, not a lot of updrift will maybe give you the occasional headshot. I do not run a barrel. I'm pretty sure that most of these are just suppressors. I figure if you're in a public match or a hard point or whatever you're running this Uzi on, I feel like you don't need a suppressor. If you run Ghost like I do, well, I'll show that a little later. But I feel like if you run Ghost, you don't really need to run a suppressor. Um, Laser, I don't run a laser. I know it, like I said in my MP5 class video, I know it does help hip fire. I personally don't have a problem with hip fire. As you'll see in the video, probably like a week or two or so. I don't know when this is going up, but I did do 2 gameplays with this, one on Shipment, one on Shoot House, just because I was playing the playlist and got some good games. Um, I use this exact setup with the mags and everything. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Optic, like I said, MP5 class setup video. I, have been using the iron sights. I like them. I know I have one friend of mine that doesn't like them. He uses I think it's the Viper Reflex that he uses. No, he uses the GI. He uses the GI Mini Reflex just because he can't stand the iron sights. Personally, I don't mind. I feel like I get plenty of headshots and lock on the enemy just fine. For the stock, um, normally I would use this one down here at the bottom, but for now, and maybe the foreseeable future, I am going to use the ultralight. I feel like having the ability to move quicker, um, if you're there faster, you're going to have the first shot on the enemy. So I feel like you don't need to have a stock that helps you kill the enemy. So perk here, I again run FMJ. For the MP5 and this, I feel like it's not a bad idea to run fully loaded. Starting with maximum ammo, especially if you're going to be, if you're going for a VTOL or you're going for a 10 kill streak, this definitely would not be a bad option. For me, like I said in the other class video, I do run stomping power rounds for my perk in game, so FMJ plus stomping power rounds I feel like just kills the enemy quicker. I don't know, it may just be me, but rear grip, I actually don't run a rear grip, and even if I do unlock the third one, I won't run it just because I feel like the muzzle would be more important than the grip. Um, for ammunition, I know this isn't an upgrade, but I'm pretty sure that you could run it. It's like a stock damage round. Um, for pubs, I'm gonna run the 40 round mag. More ammo means like more bullets to kill people. Kind of just common sense. But for CDL or something like that, definitely would run a lower mag that does more damage. For the foregrip, I've been bouncing around between Merc and Commando. Sorry. So personally, Merc is probably what I'm going to use. Commando, I've been trying out for a couple games now. Seeing how I like it. Who knows? Camo wise, just running. I'm pretty sure it's just yeah, it's a woodland camo. I feel like should spice it up a little bit. For my secondary, I do find that even though I do have 40 round mags, I do run out of ammo a lot. With the MP5, I'm pretty sure it's 50. Don't correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I do run a Renetti just because for the simple fact that it's a triple burst, so you can just pop out, and it's basically a second SMG. For perks, basically the same. From here down, you guys can click off the video if you want, but from here down it's the same as my MP5 class video. But if you haven't seen that already, I'll just go over it really quickly. So double time, I run because I feel like getting to your spot or whatever, beating the enemy and shooting the bullet first, is going to give you a bigger advantage in getting that kill. Cold-blooded is not a bad option. EOD is not a bad option. I do run occasionally EOD when I do play Shipment or Shoot House in those playlists that they have live going right now at the time I'm recording this. But that's just personally what I run. I prefer double time. I personally don't find myself getting killed by certain C4s that fly over or whatever. I do run Ghost. I just feel like it's the best. I feel like it's just the best second perk. I know the meta right now, in what time I'm recording this, it is July 1st. The meta right now is more so marksman rifles because they're basically a one-shot if you can hit your enemy. So I know that this marksman rifle is the primary. Sorry about that. And the MP7 as the secondary is used a lot, especially in the shoot house plays. So I know a lot of people do use it. Personally, I just being undetected by UAVs and heartbeats can be really useful. Battle hardened, I use. It's kind of self-explanatory. Basically, it lowers the time of a flash stun EMP or gas. So yeah, it's pretty much it. I know you can activate your specialist, but I personally just don't. I feel like I'd rather have kill streaks than perks. For this, I do run a C4 for CDL. I do run a frag. I explained this in, like I said, the other class video. I keep on going back there just because it's pretty much the same. I do run a frag in case you're going for a cross map nade. It would actually get there. If I'm running or if I'm playing a hard point like on a Hackney yard or something like that, I will run the Semtex. It explodes quicker. But mostly I run a frag. For pubs, I do run a C4. Being able to chuck it over when you're trying to go for a high kill game, to get those extra 2 or 3 kills, really matters. For the tactical, I do run a stim. I feel like it's important if someone throws a C4 over and they hit you, I feel like you being able to get back up to full health may not be the biggest or like maybe a big help. If I was playing CDL, I would run a stun, trying to break a hard point, throw the stun in, throw the Semtex in, you're in it. But that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is probably a video people are going to be looking for, so if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. And it's been the Mav, and I'm out. Peace.